Civil Rights Act of 1964. Now, everyone knows this act is considered one of the crowning legislative achievements in the civil rights movement. But you probably don't know too much about it, do you? Well, unless you're a high school student, then you probably required.
You're right on that. But if you aren't, and we're here today to change that. These significant historical events just can't go unnoticed.
Oh, don't I? Well, let's not waste any more time, shall we?
We shall not. On June 11th, 1963, President John F. Kennedy gave a televised address to the American people and announced that he would be sending a civil rights bill to Congress, which would go on to prohibit discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin.
And on June 2nd, 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed this bill, which we now call the Civil Rights Act of 1964, to make it official. This made discrimination based on sex as well as race in hiring, promoting, and firing illegal. It also ended segregation in public places.
Thank you, Kennedy and Johnson.
Yes, I think everyone can agree with that. Did you know that 80% of Republicans in the House voted in favor of the law versus 63% of Democrats? Well, the same thing occurred in the Senate, where 82% of Republicans voted in favor versus 69% of Democrats.
No, I didn't know that at all. Well, go Republicans for equal rights. Did you know that Southern Democrats were faithfully against the bill and filibustered for 83 days?
No, I didn't actually. Looks like we both learned something new today.
Speaking of learning new things, do you know how many cases actually relate back to the Civil Rights Act of 1964?
No, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, then why'd you ask?
I'm not sure, actually. Just some trivia for you, I guess.
You didn't get very far with that now, did you?
No, I didn't. You're right about that. Away from my bad trivia questions. Let's talk about a few court cases that do relate to it.
I like the sound of that. Starting off with the early 2000s, we have the EEOC versus Worcester Art Museum. After the terrorist attack on the Twin Towers on September 11, 2002, the Worcester Art Museum fired an African-American man on the basis of his national origin and religion.
Wow, man, people can be so quick to judge. They don't even think about things. Speaking of religion, though, and also being quick to judge, let's jump to 2015 with EEOC versus Abercrombie and Fitch store cases. A Muslim American woman was refused a job because she wore that headscarf, and that conflicted with the company's dress policy. That is so stupid now, isn't it? But to their knowledge, they knew of her religious practice, but they said that was still enough to fire her.
I really hope that doesn't happen to her again and she doesn't get cheated out of millions like our girl Ledbetter. In the 2007 case, Ledbetter versus Goodyear Tire Co., raises were based on the employee evaluations at work. Because she was a woman, Ledbetter always got poorer evaluations than her male colleagues, which in turn made her salary significantly less. She was cheated out of millions of dollars in her career. After the case, Ledbetter was awarded $3.5 million, which the district judge later reduced to $360,000. Let's hear more about the Ledbetter versus Goodyear case. More on the Melon Show.
Wow, that is just horrible. Let's hear more. Take it away, Melon.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Melon Show. Today, I'm your host, Melon Pagellin, and as we do on this show, talk about some very touchy subjects. Today's topic, discrimination. And what better way to bring up this topic than to interview someone that had a crucial role in the Supreme Court case that involved the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Now introducing a representative from Goodyear Tire Company that was featured in the Supreme Court case, Ledbetter versus Goodyear. Welcome, Goodyear representative.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? It's very, very nice to meet you.
Of course.
I've always been such a huge fan of this show. I cannot tell you how long I've been wanting to get on this show, and look at me, finally here. It's a great time to be here. Why am I here?
Well, sir, do you remember the early 2000 case, Ledbetter versus Goodyear?
Say that again?
Ledbetter versus Goodyear?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you you sure it was a pretty big thing in the early 2000s?
Yeah. I mean, the name Ledbetter is kind of familiar. I think someone worked at Goodwill once, or Goodyear once. Gosh, I'm so confused with all my jobs. It sounds kind of familiar. Not exactly sure. I'm sorry. I can't remember.
Well, let me jog your memory. Please roll.
Paychecks, everyone. Paychecks. Miss Ledbetter, come on over. Here you go. You did a good job this week. Good job. Oh, John, bring it in. Great job this week, man. So proud of you. So proud of you. Oh, Yoda. Oh my. Excellent job this week. You dealt with that Karen with the best of them. I am so proud of you, my man.
Yeah, I just got off of work. I'll call you back in a minute, okay? Bye. Yoda, how could you? All rise. For the judge.
Order in the court. Goodyear versus Ledbetter. Goodyear, please approach.
Put your right hand on the book. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I swear.
Please sit. So, Mr. Goodyear representative, I heard that you were gender discriminating the pay at your workforce.
Well, you see, my pay at my establishment, it has always been said to be fair, but there might have been a little.
Might?
Well, yes, there was a little bit of a discrepancy between males and females, but still, there's a very.
Please go take a seat. Miss Ledbetter? I heard we're here today to see if Goodyear is guilty of not paying you. Is
Yes,
this
Your
true?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. That's all the facts I need. The court finds Goodyear guilty. So, Mr. Goodyear representative, do you remember that now?
I plead the fifth.
Do you now, sir? Well, I got some video evidence showing what's going on.
Are you sure?
Well, now that this bad man is out of the picture, we can move on to other gender discrimination charges in the workforce. Hopefully there's not many more. We'll find out next time on The Melon Show.